Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to convert your local currency to RMB or how to buy RMB for your Chinese importation. Of course, we already know that one of the biggest problems that most importers face is currency conversion because Chinese local factories and local manufacturers or even ordinary sellers on 1688 or other Chinese platforms do not accept payment in other currency. You either have to be paying them in dollars or you're paying them in RMB. And RMB is the most widely accepted means of payment. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 4 different ways that you can fund your Alipay account. Of course, I believe you already have a verified Alipay account. You need to have a verified Alipay account for you to be able to fund it with RMB and pay your Chinese suppliers for them to ship your goods to your warehouse and then ship it to Nigeria. I'm going to be showing you 4 ways to easily fund your Alipay account and pay your suppliers. Please don't skip this video. Watch this video to the end. The number 3 is my favorite, which is the one I use. I'm going to make sure I explain it in detail. I'm going to be showing you this 4 method, the risk involved, and how to maneuver it and get your RMB funded in your account without any stories. Of course, recently you must have had news of a lot of people being scammed, RMB scam and all that's going on around. But you have to be very careful to avoid being scammed. So I'm going to be giving you tips on how to stay safe and not being scammed, and also show you this 4 method, how to use any of this method. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe so that you can always get notification when we upload business videos. We upload very important videos in this channel all the time. You need to subscribe so that you can always get notification when we upload such videos, and also like and share this so that YouTube algorithm will be able to show it to more persons that may need this kind of information. All right, so I'm going to be showing you this 4 method that you can use to fund your Alipay account without any stories, without being scammed. Let's jump into the video. The very first method I'm going to be talking about is using someone in China. There are so many of your country people that live in China. There are people from Nigeria, there are people from Ghana, South Africa, Cameroon, Togo, all over the world. They are all living in China, and most of them do business in China. And by that virtue, they have access to Chinese bank, WeChat, Alipay. So what they do is that you can actually contact them, send them your local currency into their local bank account because they have their own country account. So you send them your local currency into their account, and they fund you RMB since they have RMB with them. So that method is very, very easy to use. Just contact the person, make sure you verify the person, know that this person is legit. I personally do not recommend anybody in China because I can't vouch for anybody. I don't use that method because I really don't trust anybody like that. Not like people are bad, but when it comes to money, you actually need to be very careful. But a lot of persons that I know use this method and it works for them. So they just get somebody that's already in China doing business, they send the local currency to their local bank account, then they fund them RMB into their Alipay or into their WeChat, depending on exactly what they want. Or they can even help them fund or pay their suppliers directly that's already in China there. So that is one legit way of getting RMB. If you have anybody in China, if you know anybody in China, or you know someone that knows someone in China, then of course that method can work for you. But I don't give out contact. I don't recommend that method because I don't use it. Okay. So the second method I'm going to be talking about, which is another very beautiful method that you can use, is by using a Chinese exchanger. Now, there are so many Chinese people that exchange currency. They have someone in your country that can help them receive your local currency through a certain bank account. So you pay to that bank account, and then the Chinese supplier already have access to RMB because they have Chinese accounts, of course, Chinese bank accounts, and they have a WeChat funding, they have Alipay funding as well. So once you pay through that, their merchant in your country or their agent in your country, then they can fund you RMB directly to your Alipay. This is a very legit method because I've used this method myself. But the challenge is that when you're using this method, actually, you need to buy bulk RMB. You need to be buying bulk RMB from 50k, 30k, 100k and upwards because they cannot exchange lower quantity of RMB. Like you're buying 1k or 500,000 RMB, they don't do that. You have to be buying bulk RMB. So this will work mostly with Nigerian exchangers or Nigerian vendors, RMB vendors that they exchange with. So if you're buying little quantity, it may be difficult for you to work with them. I'm going to be giving you some contact of some people that I use myself. I've worked with them for a very long time because I'm an exchanger here in Nigeria as well, though. So we buy bulk from them and then we resell to people that are buying lower quantity from us. So these people, you can actually work with them directly if you're a big vendor as well, or if you have plans of if what you're purchasing, if your goods quantity of goods you're purchasing is large and you need a high quantity of RMB, so you can use them to buy directly from China. That's one. So the second limitation with this method is that they do not fund you instantly. No, they don't fund you instantly. You have to wait for like a night. Like if you pay today, you have to wait to get it tomorrow. So they have to wait overnight, fund you overnight. Sometimes you hear something like night funding, something like that. So you have to wait. Sometimes it takes about 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours, or sometimes even up to 3 days. But the good thing is that they must fund you if you're working with them. They must fund you. So the number one limitation is that you must be buying bulk RMB. Number two limitation is that you have to wait much longer to receive your RMB. Then finally is a language barrier. Some of them are Chinese. Most of them are Chinese, of course. So you have to translate to Chinese or speak with them to Chinese. So, but few of them actually speak English because they know they are dealing with English people. So they do the translation and talk to you in English, or they learn English and speak to you in English. There are some that I've been working with for some time. If you're buying bulk, you can actually contact them and work with them. Here are their phone numbers. You can talk to Fish or you can talk to Kiki. Kiki is a very funny girl. She's actually a very business-minded person and very reliable person to work with. So in whichever one you're doing, please be careful, be very, very careful, be very, very careful. All right. This is the third method, which is my favorite method, is the one that I use. This is the most recommended, the highly recommended method of buying RMB cheap from China. It is by using Nigerian exchangers or using Nigerian agents or using Nigerian RMB vendors, whichever one you call it. This is the most popular one, which almost everybody uses, including myself and most of my students and my customers. So how to use this method is simply to get a Nigerian verified RMB vendor. And Nigerian, of course, they work with the Chinese exchangers. Since the Chinese exchangers sell in bulk, so Nigerian exchangers buy in bulk and then sell in bits to smaller buyers. Like if you're buying 2K, 3K, 5K, you can easily buy from them, and it is very easy. So it is not difficult to get these people. They are all over the place. Myself, I am a Nigerian vendor. I sell RMB to students. We are very reliable, so it's very easy. All we do is just when you contact us, tell us the quantity of RMB you're buying. We give you at the exact rate. There's nothing like funding fee. There's nothing like paying extra fee or agent fee. No. We don't do all that. All we do is to give you at the direct exact rate. If the rate for RMB today is 120 naira, and then you want to buy 1,000 RMB, all we do is just to multiply 1,000 by 120, and then you pay 120,000. Then we fund you 1,000 RMB. Easy and simple. So the good side of this is that it is instant funding. We fund you between 1 minute to 1 hour. Within this period, the Alipay will be funded and there are no stories. Okay, so we work with thousands of students, thousands of customers, thousands of people, thousands of importers that are importing goods. Because for you to import goods from China, definitely you must need to buy RMB, right? So we are reliable exchangers. We can help you handle that exchange problem. All you need to do is just to contact us on the phone number and then chat us on WhatsApp, and then it's done. Just send us your Alipay account and we get it funded for you so that you can pay your suppliers. There are so many other RMB vendors. There are so many of them. In fact, I work with a lot of them, and in my group, in my importation group where I train people, I also share a lot of other contacts to them that they can use to contact to buy RMB. There are so many other vendors that you can. So it's good to have varieties, to have options, to have contact many people. It will also help you to get a fair price so that you don't get cheated So we give you the best price. If it is 120, like I said, we give you at 120. So it is good if you're buying with someone else who gives you at a higher rate. It's good when you compare different prices, you know who is telling you the truth and be able to buy from the right person. Okay, so this is how it goes. You need to be very careful with who you're dealing with. Make sure the person is verified. Make sure the person is reliable and trustworthy before you send them your money. So one way to send money is if you are not sure about the person and you want to buy like 1000 RMB, you can start with sending them for 100 RMB. Maybe you just send them for 100 RMB to make sure that they can deliver, because some of these guys, when you meet them online, they don't even actually have their RMB, and then when you pay them money, your money will be gone and it becomes story. That's why we have so many scam cases for RMB, because there are so many fake vendors around. That's the problem we are facing at the moment. But however, always be careful so that you don't fall into the fake hand. And always be careful with cheap RMBs. When you know that RMB is 120 or 110 or 130 and someone is offering you for 85, for 95, don't fall for it, because some of these things are not real. Okay, so you need to be very careful. So it is easy. You chat us up, get us the number of RMB you want to buy, and we fund you that exact amount easily and seamlessly, so you can do your business profitably. Okay. Fourth method that I'm going to be showing you is by using the third-party website. Now, there are some websites that you can actually buy RMB directly from without having to deal with any exchanger or any agent. Okay. So some of them is like Wise. You can use Wise. Wise is an official exchange website. It was formerly called TransferWise, but now Wise. Another one is Revolt. You can use Revolt website. Revolt is like digital banking. You can use that also. Then the next one is OFX. It's an app that you can use to buy RMB directly without using any agent. The next one is Currency Fair. Currency Fair is a website that you can also use. Then also you can use PayPal. Do you know you can use PayPal? PayPal can also help you. If you have a registered and verified PayPal account, you can actually use it to transfer or to exchange your RMB as well. So guys, but the challenge with this website is that usually, from my experience with them, most of the time their rates are so high. If the current rate is like 120, like I said, they'll be charging you like 130 or more. Then secondly, they are not reliable. Most of them are not reliable. Anybody can just build a website and then begin to exchange currency there. So you need to verify or see someone that has used it, or be very sure before you actually think of using this website. So these are some of the challenges with using websites. They are not trustworthy. You can't be sure, because once you pay in this money, you have no one to talk to. Sometimes they message their support and they're not replying you, so you don't have to do that. But besides, what kills them for me, why I don't use them, is because their rates are usually higher than the current market rate, or even the current black market rates. The third-party websites rates are always higher, so I don't recommend you using websites. No, I don't recommend that. So just use an agent, use somebody that you know. Most of these Nigerian agents are people you already know, or people you're already doing business with, or people that someone that you know knows. Definitely there'll be someone that knows this person that you're going to use. All right. So guys, these are the 4 ways. The first one is by using your countryman in China. The second one is by using a Chinese exchanger. The third one, which is the favorite and the most recommended one, is by using a Nigerian exchanger, by working with us, always buying from us, and then finally by using third-party website. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again.